Well, I came down in here and looked at this. This is below a dam. It's still way too high. So got my kayak and my sifter and stuff. My mom's watching my little dog, who was sick but's doing way better. So I'm going up the river behind the dam. The water will be right, and we'll see if I can't find some ancient artifacts. Yeah, it looks pretty nice out here today. No choppy water. That's a plus. But see how these streams look in here. Looks like a bunch of fire rock. That's good. Looks pretty good. There's a flake. See, from the manufacturer of an ancient artifact. There's another one. I have a shot. I'll look through this better. There's another flake. See, there's 3 right there. Get back if I see anything. There's another one. That's good. Coming out of here, look at this red and pink Flint ridge. That's crazy looking stuff. Man, there's a bunch of nice flint here. And look at that red and green Jasper. Flakes of just Flint ridge. Man, if I can find anything made out of nice material, it's worth coming. Look here. There's a little bird point made of green Jasper. Man, there's so many green Jasper points here of all time periods. See, there's another flake of it. There's another flake of it. There's a flake of black. And I got another little point. I'll show you another frame I'm working on. I found a bunch of points here in the last few weeks. There's something else. See, another flake. All right, I'll get back. You can see that's been shot and impacted, but it's pretty much complete. It's pretty nice. It's that green Jasper material, and look, it's just made on like a flake, a little piece. That's hard. Jasper is kind of a hard material to nap. Real hard, but that's nice. Yeah, since I found that little bird point, here's what it is. It's one of these. Maybe late archaic, maybe Miron. I'm not positive, but they're nice little bow and arrow projectiles. I just found that real little one there in the middle, right there, not long ago. But these are all mostly Flint ridge or real good heat-treated material, and I've been kind of on them. That you see, you don't see any green Jasper ones in there. That's my first one made out of that material. It's going to look good in there. I'll show you some more stuff. This is, you know, from the past, I don't know, 10 years right here. These ones, I got more frames of them. I probably got enough in a case for little plastic case to make another frame. Okay, let's look at these. I'll just keep it one clip. I found this big point here. Looks dovetaily, and look at that chipping. That's beautiful. Right where I was at today in this video. There's old stuff there too. I found that point there too. It looks like Carter Cave. It's beautiful. And see, look here. Start looking through my stuff. That sure looks like a stem lance. And you know, you find that and you're like, but I'll show you more stuff at my house. Keep this in mind. That point there now, the ones at my house, right off the same shoreline, there's another paleo stem lance. Madison's from up there. See. I'll show you the lances I just found at my house. Around in here, the water dropped a little bit. I'm right on the shore. See, base clay, I scraped the stuff off, got that one point right in here. I'm gonna go down a little farther now, and there's another tip. It's like a knife. That's too bad that's broke. See, that's got a curve to it. It's some kind of knife. It was probably notched. It's just broke. That's too bad. That's too bad. Well, there's more of that green Jasper, but I got another. There's a piece of Upper Mercer, but look at this river cobble. See, there's the original Cortex of the river cobble. Now look, there's even a notch going in it. That's a point started. You can see it. They're starting to thin it down. That's pretty nice, just for what it is. Yeah, you can see there's the Cortex of it just looks like a little hard stone cobble, but it's not. It's a Chert cobble. And you can clearly see, look at that. You can even see the chipping like channels. And it looks notched here. maybe that was going to be the base. And what they did with these, they just percussion chip it to where a piece of the Cortex was off and you could see the inside, and then they just started working them. Look at that. That's pretty stinking cool. You can see exactly what them points I'm finding are made out of, little cobbles. Well, that ain't bad for a couple weeks. I only need one more point in there. That's a completed frame. And man, I'm proud of that frame. Holy mackerel. Well, here's a look at some of the flakes I brought with me. I brought almost all of them. I've got the place sifted down pretty much already. It's small, and I hit the best pockets and just wiped them out. But I'm just scraping randomly now, and you see there's green in the middle, red around the Cortex. That's some kind of Jasper. Look, there's another flake of it. It's beautiful stuff. Flakes of Flint Ridge. See, there's a little lancet blade. It's made of real nice smoked material. More Jasper flakes. See, there's some more with the rind on it. See, there's more of it. The red Jasper. See, some of that stuff's crazy. That's Flint. All right, thought I'd show you this. Some of this Jasper's pretty nice. You know, there's fresh pear there, apple, pecans, blueberries. And somebody had to stay in his... I think I see a squirrel nose in here. Someone had to stay... You had to stay in the cage. Tell them, because you get worked up and climb on the drapes. We going up to get some treats? I'm happy to see you too. Look here, folks. It's the big boy. Here, get turned around here. Here. What's this right here? I bet you want something. What's that? Is that your new favorite to pair? I think it is, folks. I'm happy to see you too. He wanted pets. You gonna get it? He likes that. Well, we'll go check on the dog, Bubbie. Squirrel Man's he'll probably get aggressive if I keep petting him, because he's gonna want to eat all this stuff. He's just getting woke up. But he loves them pears. He'll eat a whole pear in a couple days if I let him. Like 2 days, he'd eat it all. He'll eat all of this. Tell him, buddy. Hope you enjoyed. I didn't stay that long today. It's hot, and I had to dig with my shirt off. I got lightly sunburned. I didn't really burn, but I did a little bit on my shoulders, and the water's up. It was nice and calm, but the water's up higher, and I'd like it. So I'll try another spot in a couple days, and we'll get check on dog, Bubbie. Hope you enjoyed. Look here, folks. It's the Dirty Dog Bubbie Express, a.k.a. the Squirrel Wrangler. Tell them we washed the Squirrel Wrangler coat, and you're going to be squirrel wrangling again. Look here. She's a good girl. She had to have an emergency surgery in Pittsburgh for bladder stones. She couldn't pee, and she's feeling way better. Tell them you're feeling way better. Tell them you went to your grandma's. Look at this sweet little girl, folks. She's doing great. Don't worry about her. She's better than before. Well, this Pittsburgh Veterinary Specialty and Emergency Center. It's right off PA 65, like Ohio River Boulevard, and then it's Camp Horn Road. It's a big, real expensive modern hospital, and they saved my dog's life. 100%. And you saw her. She's doing great now. Thank you, guys. Well, here's stuff from another site. And here's an Amos Point. Well, it's a serrated archaic point, and it's Jasper. It's that, if that's what we're calling that green material like that bird point. I found this further south where it's not as common. You get up in that area, where I'm at there. See, there's another kind of, it resembles that stuff, but that point up there really looks like it, that Amos. But where I'm at up there on the river, there's a source of Jasper somewhere close, within walking distance. But I'll show you some of this stuff. There's a Brush Creek Chert Amos type drill. And look at this point here. This is a beauty. That's beautiful, isn't it? Found this one laying out on video. Look at that spot on it. That's pretty awesome. Look at this little one here. I'd say that's Carter Cave, and it's like jewel grade. Look how nice that is. This is a beauty right here. Look at that fossil chert. And then see, there's lots of nice ones. I found a lot more frames than this full of nice points last year. There's another real nice serrated point. These big knives, I was fortunate to find. These are the Amos knives. Look at the swirl color on that. That's pretty nice, huh? Well, I hope you enjoyed this. You know, I have that sick dog, and look at all the debitage. This is just the last few days. Look at, see the red Jasper. It's all of this too, broken points. And, you know, what can I really do? At least I got my mom to watch my dog a little bit today, but there shouldn't be any problems getting videos. You should be finding artifacts every trip. One more thing, I didn't even see this. See, there's a red and green Jasper just like I was finding today. Thumb scraper from a completely different site downriver. I think that's Jasper.